All right, so I'm back, and sorry about the delay. Work comes first, I guess. But we're gonna take a look at the Motor Master with the upgrade kits from Perfect Effect for the Menasor upgrade. This guy's still having a hard time staying together. Serenity now. Anyway, so here he is in his truck mode. We're going to start with that, and then we'll move on over to robot mode and such, and get all the pieces added. This is kind of like a repair bay because I'm going to show you how to add everything in. This thing really does not want to stay in place. Anyway, I'm not too thrilled with this set. I can't wait till tomorrow when I start doing the Superion set because that's such a better set. Anyway, so here he is. He's got this gun here that you can take and if you take these out, you can plug this in over here like so, and plug that in. So that's works pretty good. You know, you got all the guns kind of stored in the back. But then what you want to do here is you take this panel here and just pop this off. Set that off to the side. And this is the new waste piece. So we want to plug this on just like so. Real simple, real easy. Anybody can do it. Just like that. And then you can kind of set it like that. Now here's the problem I'm having is once you have that there, it's kind of difficult. Oh, well, they're all going to work just fine. All right. These things don't like to stay put in, and then you can take this and just kind of tab that in back there, I guess, and you have this thing hanging off the back. I do not like this at all. I think this looks terrible. I really do wish they would make a trailer to go with it so that all this stuff can store in the trailer. But at the same time, this is not really what the set was meant to highlight. But you can transform him, as you can see, and it still works relatively well. So, a little goofy looking, but it works. Real quick, we'll look at the packaging. So we've already looked at this set here. I don't have the purple set. Eventually I'll get the purple set, I think, but for now I got the black set. That's what we're going to use here. So that's the box. Like I said, we already looked at it, but I didn't have the box at the time. So there you can see what the box looks like. So, and then we've got this set right here. So this is a nice set. It's kind of interesting that they're able to say Menasor. Combiner upgrade set for Menasor. They can't put a Decepticon logo on it, but they can call it Menasor. Okay, whatever. Other than that, simple box. Just illustrates what comes in it. And it does come with some instruction sheets here, which work pretty well. No issues. It's one of those, it could be a little bit more detailed, but at the same time, it's detailed enough. I mean, I can think of worse things right off the top of my head. Alright, so back on topic here. Rotate the camera down a little bit. Like I said, it looks goofy, but like I said, it's not really meant for this configuration. So you can take these out, and then we'll just transform him real quick. His transformation stays the same as it was. Rotate the arms, flip over the head. Waist comes down, flip out the feet, and there he is in bot mode. Now, real quick before we get too much further here, this is the old head, so you want to take your screwdriver here and just undo the screw here. This is actually the third time I've done this on camera. So fourth time altogether because I did a test run. I just forgot to turn on the mic the second time. The first time I guess I didn't have enough battery life or something because it died halfway through and I didn't notice it. So that's okay. Kind of figured out how to do this a little bit better on screen. Maybe I should do this more often. Alright, so plug in the horns, because the horns just pop off like that. They're just a friction clip. So you just plug those back on. So there's the old head, and here is the new head. Much better head. I think that's a definite improvement there. I kind of wish that this would, like, the faceplate would slide out and you can swap it with a different face. Maybe like more stoic face or something. Just to give you some options, because you are spending quite a bit of money on these sets. But it's not that big of a deal. So you just plug that in the ball joint. It doesn't hold on as well as I would like, but it's because you can see it's a little loose here. But at the same time, it's also not terrible. Trying to find a way that, there we go. Nope, that just popped right off. There we go. And then you can take this section here, and it retains the same two little slots there. That'll plug into these two tabs right there. And then you just kind of fold these up a bit, try and keep them out of the way. And you can see there's one problem I have. The tabs that it plugs into aren't tight enough to hold the weight of this kit. Now, I don't know if it's just this particular mold, because my mold seems to be having some difficulties, or what, but and you guys can probably tell I'm getting a little frustrated here, because this is kind of stupid. To have to keep reattaching this thing. There you go. Either way, it looks stupid. So he's got this huge backpack now. Before, he cleaned up really nicely, and now he's got this just ridiculous backpack. And then you can take like his new gun, plug it in. It's a very tight fit, but it does plug in, so that's it. It looks nice. You can plug this gun into this side. Sword you can plug in wherever. No. Maybe you can just plug it in right here for now. So yeah, there you go. It's ridiculous. It looks stupid. I'm not a huge fan of it in this mode or the truck mode. Now, that's not the end of the world, because that is not exactly what this set is for, again. So my advice to you is, one, if you're buying this set, don't buy it so that you can put it on Motormaster. Buy it so you put it on Menasor. That's it. You don't put it on anything else for any other reason. So if you're going to have your Stunticons displayed on robot mode, which is kind of the way I would recommend, then don't bother buying this kit, because it really brings nothing to the table for individual modes. The only real cool thing is another gun, but he already comes with a gun and he comes with a sword, so now we have too many accessories. So, alright, so to transform him into combine mode, first thing, you want to take the sword here, and this will plug into the new gun. like so. And then you take the gun here, and this will plug in to the back, like so. And so that adds just an extra piece. Now, I'm not sure if maybe the Hasbro one is a little bit duller, but this silver here, it's kind of hard to tell on camera. But this silver here and here is a little bit shinier than this. So if you look at it closely, it is noticeable. But at the same time, you know, if you're just looking at it, glancing at it, it looks fine. I wish this had I wish this was more down here to give it a bigger, wider hilt or something, because I think that's what this sword is really missing. As it is, it looks like just a big chunk of metal. It's not terrible. I just, you know, that one of those could have been a little nicer. And then to transform him, you flip the head in, pull this down. You want to just kind of keep things out of the way, and then let's see here. Fold this. Damn it. I might get another Menasor just to glue this set together. So you fold this in like so, or open the chest, flip out this thing. I'm having all sorts of issues with this thing. Maybe I got a bad set. I don't know. So you fold this down, and what you want to do is just kind of slide this piece up, and then this waist piece will come around like so, and just kind of slot in. And then this will come around. You flip these up, and then there's ports here and here. They'll plug into these two slots right there. And you want to do this side first, just because of the way the ports here and here work. So this side has to go on first. Then you plug this side in after that. There we go. And there you go. Close the chest up, and then you want to take the arms here, and then you fold them up like you normally would, which is probably the biggest downer on this set possible. So this will come up like this, and just kind of tab into place like it normally does, just like that, and you can fold the hand down. Same thing on this side. I really wish they would have found a way to help lock these arms into place, because this was my biggest gripe about the Untitled Warrior Menasor, just to begin with. This right here was my biggest gripe. Absolutely just terrible design, because you got the combiner port here, but it doesn't really tab in. I really wish, I mean, there's no excuse for it at this point, because if they would have done something like maybe do a 5mm port that would plug into the hand right here, it's open, both of those, so you plug it in here, and then it comes, and then like there's a pole that comes down, comes across, plugs in here, and then comes across and plugs in here. That would infinitely secured this thing. It would have made this set a lot better. But as it is, they didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't resolve the biggest issue of this set. Functional issue. The issues that with the design, it does help with. It makes it look great. I cannot sit here and say this doesn't look good. This thing looks intimidating. Not Intimidator, which would be the Fancy Project one. Or at least that's what they originally called it. I think it's M3 or whatever now. But it looks good. It looks great. Posability for the arms retains the same. The legs, though, I want to show this off before I get him together, because then he has a hard time standing. Here's the posability with legs. You got a little bit of a swivel going here. It doesn't go too far because you start putting pressure on the add-ons. It goes back a little ways, but that's it. That's as good as you're gonna get with a thigh swivel. Hip rotation is to there. That's it. You can kind of like swivel it and get a little bit more, but that's it. There's no back because you're using a knee joint here, and unless you rotate it a certain way, that's as far as it goes up. So that's not very great. And you can see mine, like this leg wants to stick out further than this leg. So I don't like that either. And then the head is on the ball joint, so it looks all the way around, up and down. And there's also that hinge in there. So it moves pretty well. It is a loose ball joint, like I said, so you got to be wary of that. It won't hold on very well. I'm sure you can still attach the blackjack in there. I had a blackjack. I sold my blackjack, I think. Thinking, I thought for some reason, and I know this is me being just wrong, but for some reason I thought the Transformers United was going to come with a blackjack, so I sold him so that I can help fund the new Menasor. So, all right. So we'll get the legs are out here. I already put them together with the feet because, like I said, we've already seen this. So those are the new feet, which do add some height to them. Now the combiner port is on the side instead of on the front or the back or wherever it was before. I think it was back. Yeah. No, it was on the front. So it's now on the side. So you just slot those in. And you slot that in, just like so. And as you can see, he's got the A stance going. And of course, he doesn't like to stand because those ball joints don't work very well for him, especially when you put them on the wrong way. That's my fault. But he still does have some stability issues. Maybe it's because no, I had it right the first time. What the fuck? This thing is just, it's killing me. It's killing me. There's like no way to make this set great. You make it tolerable. That's all you can do with this set. Alright, and then we get the arms and slot those in the same way it was. And then when you remove the arms, of course, you know, the whole section comes apart. Because Perfect Effect decided that was not a necessary upgrade. I don't know why they didn't think that was not a problem. Because for me, that was the biggest irritation. I could take a redesign. You know, I can take that to an extent. I don't like them. I prefer it to just be G1 style, but I can't stand unfunctioning toys like that. And then you plug this one into this side. And there you go. And it looks good. It's just not a functioning figure. Like I said, I mean, if you glue him into place, he'll be fine. But as it is, he's still, as Skullface would call him, a floptopus. You can take the sword and you can plug it into his hand. And he holds it fairly well. Or he should. There we go. So you can hold the sword still. Or you can take it, and there's now a port on the side, and you can plug it into this back piece right here. Just kind of for storage, which is a really nice touch. I wish they would have made that pole to make the hands a little bit more stable, but you know, whatever. What do I know? Aside from me being able to probably out-design them any day of the week when it comes to thought process. Alright, I think he's going to stand. Alright, so let's do some size comparisons. Because, like I said, he retains all the same articulation that he did before. The main difference now is with the hands and feet upgrade. He's got the ankle rockers and the individually articulated fingers that, some people say are skeleton hands, but I think it looks fine. So here he's with the Combiner Wars Deluxe. And yeah, I like it. I like the scale. I think this is a good scale for it. Here he is with Prime. I think that looks good. Here he is with the Legends class figure. That looks really good if you got if you're doing Legends scale, because this is actually about appropriate scale. Because like Menasor or Bruticus, for example, Starscream can stand on the shoulders. So there you go. So if you had the Starscream version of the mold, you can have it on his shoulder, and it's about the right scale. Seriously, Menasor, you suck. Here he is with the TFC Scrapper. Again, I think this is working pretty well. Here he is with Soundwave. MP Soundwave. Now this scale doesn't quite work because, we're not talking about an MP scaled Menasor. We're talking about a chug scale Menasor. Now, depends on where you want the size of your figure, because if you're going like G1 toy scale, this is about right. Actually, Menasor's a little too big, but if you're going by cartoon scale, Menasor's way too small, or Soundwave's too big. And here he is with a MP car. And, kind of same thought process, although this does look a little less offensive. Now let's get him with some other combiners. We'll show them off with a few things. I wish I had another set of Stunticons so I can show the before and after, but I don't. So here he is with the Unite Superion. And if you remember, those two used to be the same height. So you can see that he did get some good height growth there. He goes up to about chest, so he's like a full head taller, and he has more mass to him too. So he's definitely got some more bulk to him. So definitely looks good there. Here he is with the Fans Project Bruticus. I don't have the Warbotron anymore. I really wish I did. And he comes up to about mid-torso. So that's not a good scale. But that's not really his fault. That's his fault. But then again, it is a much older combiner that was really impressive back in the day. We're going to be looking at him next. Here he is with the, a friend of mine just sent this to me. Unique Toys Predaking. It's funny because everybody gives him a hard time for not being very good, but he's still a lot more stable than the official product with third-party add-ons. To improve it. And here he is with Hercules. And you see Menasor there is just a hair shorter than Hercules, about half a head shorter than the Predaking. So it definitely puts him into a TFC scale. So that's nice. I do like that. He looks really good here. I'm not going to sit here and argue and say that thing doesn't look good. It just doesn't function still. After all of this, adding $60 of add-on parts. This set, like if you bought the Hasbro version and just left it at that, you're looking at, let's see, $15 deluxe. So 60 plus 25, $85. So $85. And you have a Menasor that looks like crap but doesn't function. This is Unite Warriors Menasor, which is already $140 plus 60, close to, let's say $70 in the upgrade parts, because they're about 35 or so a piece. So you're looking at just over $200 for this set. And yet he still doesn't function very well. He is terrible when it comes to being a good toy. And he doesn't look good enough for me to say he's a collector's item. And he's not functioning enough to be a good toy. Like, when I review these guys, I'm going to bash them for not looking great in combined mode, my opinion. But they do function really well as a toy. He doesn't. So he's kind of a lose-lose at this point. I think if fans or Perfect Effect would have made that pole that I was talking about for the back to hold those arms into place, I would be singing a different story, because then the arms are stable. If the arms are stable, then that fixes the whole top half of him. The bottom half is a different story, making those legs work, but that's also, you just got to be patient and make it work. The arms, you can't make those work. You can't sit there and be like, it just falls apart, and then you have to re-put everything. With the balancing the legs, it's just kind of like a matter of balancing it right, or maybe tightening up those ball joints in the feet. Ultimately, I think this whole enterprise here is a fail. Complete total fail. The Unite Warriors, like I said in the individual reviews, it's kind of like Takara phoned it in, and I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't make this thing look better, because Takara is the better company of the two. I've got a few issues here, and I've heard other people having issues where the joints are too tight, mine are too loose. The Perfect Effect feet and hands look good, but the feet don't quite hold the weight of the figure very well. And the upgrade there, you lose articulation for the legs and the waist, and it doesn't resolve the shoulder issues. So all in all, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. And the only reason why I'm giving it 3 is because it still does look good. This looks good. I'm going to play around with the configuration. Maybe if I put drag strip as a leg or something like that, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a little bit more stable. But as it is right now, I'm concerned to put it on my shelf, because I think it's going to go for a nosedive. But it does look good. I like the way this looks. I still think Fans Project had it beat by a hair. It is better than the Bold Forms upgrade kit that replaces the Menasor. It's better than that. No question there. But not by much. So yeah. Question of the day is going to be, because I'm hearing conflicting stories, have you guys put this together? What are your stories? Does it work for you, or is it floppy mess like me? Let me know. And then tomorrow we'll look at the good set.